Yeah. So this is Mexico, and this is towards the southern part of the Mexico. You can see Popocatépetl volcano. And whenever I'm giving you some slides or showing you some slides, don't just look at this area, but look at the surroundings as well. Mexico. Mexico is part of the North American continent. On the western side of Mexico, you can see Pacific Ocean. On the eastern side of Mexico, you can see Gulf of Mexico. And what you are seeing in this part is the Cuba, the Fidel Castro's iconic Cuba. It is also present in the Gulf of Mexico. So coming back, this is a Popocatépetl volcano, which is an active volcano. Even very recently also it erupted very violently. So keep that location in mind. So this is volcano. This volcano, remember the location. Second, the next place in news is the Harami Nala. So we are from the Mexico, we are reaching India. You can see that this is Harami Nala. Like from this image, you come to this image. This is the Sindh province of Pakistan, this area. Okay, this Pakistan Sindh province. This is the like Gujarat region of India. In between the Pakistan Sindh region and in between the Sindh region and Gujarat, there is a channel called Sar Creek. You all know that Sar Creek is a disputed channel which is between Pakistan and India. India is telling that maximum region of Sar Creek is of India's. Pakistan is also like vouching for the same. And part of this Sar Creek is a small canal called Harami Nala. What's the meaning of Harami? You might have heard the word. It's a Gali word. I mean, it's a bad word which is used in Hindi. Harami for accusing people, for thieves, infiltrators. You will call Harami people. Salah Harami, like that. You might have seen in movies. So Harami is the word used for infiltrators or thieves who are penetrating from Pakistan to India and causing trouble, terrorist activities, etc. in India. So recently, our Home Minister visited here for like ensuring that this area is protected and no infiltration is happening. So Harami Nala, remember the location. Now, next place in news is the Eagle Nest Wildlife Sanctuary. You can see that this is the Arunachal Pradesh. Below that, you can see Assam. And Eagle Nest Wildlife Sanctuary was in news. So remember the location. It is the westernmost wildlife sanctuary in Arunachal Pradesh, which is close to the Bhutan border. You can see that this is from here. There will be Bhutan, and it is close to the Bhutani border. And you can see some other national park in Arunachal Pradesh. They will definitely ask you the location information by arranging from east to west, north to south, like that. So Mauling National Park is in Arunachal Pradesh. It is close to the Chinese border. Then you can see that the easternmost national park or the easternmost national park of Arunachal Pradesh or the easternmost national park of India, that is Namdapha National Park, which is close to the Myanmarese border. So remember this. Now we'll see some more national park of Assam. So see, one important peculiar feature of the national parks of Assam is that it is almost in a line. There is no other state with such feature because Assam is having a longitudinal orientation in the east to west direction, and almost all national parks are there in this line. So definitely 100% there is a chance that they have previously also asked, and in future also they may ask regarding the east-west orientation of this national park. You can see close to the West Bengal border, there is Raimona National Park, and is also close to the Arunachal Pradesh border. Then between like overlapping to the Arunachal Pradesh Assam border, you can see Manas National Park. Then like towards the eastern part of Manas National Park, again you can see the Orang National Park, which is again close to the Arunachal border. Then you can see almost on the border of Assam, Arunachal Pradesh, you can see this Nameri National Park, right? Nameri National Park is there. Then after the Nameri National Park, towards the center of this Arunachal Pradesh, you can see that Kaziranga National Park is there. And one catch, this particular Orang National Park, no, it is close to like Meghalaya as well. This is the Meghalaya. You can see the Garo, Khasi, Jaintia hills. So it is close to Meghalaya as well. Then after Kaziranga and Nameri, you can see there are two extreme national parks. One is the Dibru-Saikhowa National Park, which is close to the Arunachali border. Then you can see towards the easternmost extent, which is close to the Arunachal and Nagaland region, that is the Dihing Patkai National Park, which is the latest addition to the Assamese National Park, Dihing Patkai. Now there are some hills in the longitudinal orientation from north to south. They may ask you a question, and I'll show you in the upcoming slide the north to south order of these hills. So before coming to this north to south orientation hills, let us start from the north. You can see that there is Dafla Hills. We are coming through the like from Bhutan, we are coming to Arunachal Pradesh. See here, the Arunachal, like Bhutan is Himalayas is there here. Now you can see starting from the Arunachali Bhutan border, Dafla Hills. This is Dafla Hills, then Miri Hills, then Mishmi Hills. One second. Yeah, Mishmi Hills. So Dafla, Miri, Abor, and Mishmi. Okay, you can use again mnemonics. Okay, Da, Mi, Ami, Da, Mi, Ami. Again, like your choice. Dafla, Miri, Abor, Mishmi. So this is the east, west to east orientation of these hills, which is passing through the Arunachal Pradesh. Okay, now from this turn, the state is taking a turn here. Now you can see the north to south orientation starting from the Arunachal Nagaland border. You can see the Patkai Boom. Okay, after Patkai Boom, extending to the Nagaland, you can see Naga Hills. After Naga Hills, there is Mikir Hills, which is crossing Naga Manipur border. Okay, then you can see entirely in the Manipur Hills. After that, extending to Mizoram, you can see Manipur Mizoram border. You can see Lushai Hills. Okay, in the Mizoram and in Manipur border, you can see Lushai Hills, and you can see that from the bottom of the Manipur state, extending into the Myanmar, there is a chain of mountains called Arakan Yoma Mountains. Okay, Arakan Yoma Mountains is the like elongated mountains starting from the like Manipur border into the Myanmar. Now it is said that this Arakan Yoma mountain is getting submerged into the Bay of Bengal and it is emerging as Andaman Nicobar Islands. So there may be a statement showing that Arakan Yoma Mountains is, Andaman Nicobar Mountains is the emerging portion of Arakan Yoma Mountains in the Bay of Bengal. That is true. Okay. It is said that Andaman Nicobar is a continuation of Arakan Yoma Mountains. So don't worry, I'll be giving you these slides. You just listen so that when you revise, you will be getting the connection. This is not for studying at this moment. Studying will be after the class at the time of your revision. Now understand to learn the map and remember the points as of now. Next, there are 5 places which you need to know. That is the Ramsar sites which were in news. You can see that 5 Ramsar sites again got added to India's list. That is because of that, when you studied for the last prelims, the number was 75. Now, because of new 5 Ramsar sites got added, it became 80. Now, India became the 4th largest country in terms of Ramsar sites. UK is having 175 number of Ramsar sites, though it is a very small country. Even to the size of only one district of our country, UK, that much small is a country is it. But still it is having 175 number of Ramsar sites. So don't like go wrong by thinking about the size of UK, by thinking that no, it won't be having that many number. No, even though it is a small country, it is having 175 number of Ramsar sites. Again, second is Mexico with 144, then China with 82. Just after China, maybe next year, India may overtake China with more addition to the Ramsar list. So 82 and 80. And in India, as of now, Tamil Nadu is leading in the number of Ramsar sites with 16 number of Ramsar sites, and Uttar Pradesh is the second with 10 number of Ramsar sites. Now, which are the latest addition to the Ramsar site? 3 Ramsar sites got added to Karnataka, which are Angasamudra, Aganashini, and Magadi. So there is similarity. You can remember with the word pronunciation. Angasamudra, Aganashini, and Magadi. This got added to Karnataka. Karaivatti and Longwood Shola Reserve Forest got added to Tamil Nadu. We know that these Shola Reserve Forests are part of Nilgiri. At the top of Nilgiri, we have Shola. So that is easy to remember. So Shola Reserve Forest of Tamil Nadu and Karaivatti Bird Sanctuary got added to the Ramsar list lately. So remember these names. Coming to the next place, which is this place? Which is the place? This is Lakshadweep, right? So by just sitting on a side of a beach and by cutting his nails, this person destroyed the tourism potential of Maldives. So this is the power. This is the power of a person. A single person has entirely destroyed or damaged the tourism of Maldives. Okay, you have known, like you might have known the recent controversy between India and Maldives when they criticized or shamed Lakshadweep. Our leader has shown, given them the befitting reply. So let us learn about Lakshadweep. You can see that. Wait a minute. Yeah, you can see that Lakshadweep Islands are a group of 36 islands, out of which only 10 islands are inhabited by human beings. Now you can see that when we take the north to south extent of this Lakshadweep, it is almost parallel to the state of Kerala, right? Now, if you are taking the case of, if you are taking the distance of Lakshadweep from Cochin, because from Kochi we have ship service towards the Lakshadweep. Now, just see, on taking an average kilometers, you can see that on an average 350 to 400 kilometers are there to different islands of Lakshadweep. You need not remember the entire kilometer, but just know that around 350 to 200, 350 to 400 kilometers are there between Kochi to different islands of Lakshadweep. Just remember some very important names like Agathi Island, Amini, Andro. They may ask you the east-west chronological order like that. You know that the southernmost island of the Lakshadweep group is the Minicoy Islands, which is around 400 kilometers from Lakshadweep. So in the northernmost part, you can see the Chetlak Island and all. So other than that, you have the Androth Island. Just remember the name, the very famous name you remember. You know why? Because they may give you some islands of Andaman Nicobar, and they may include some, in that particular group, they may add some group of islands from Lakshadweep as well. Then you should not confuse which is the island of Andaman and which is the island of Lakshadweep. So you can remember a few islands. I mean, only the islands that I have mentioned this group in this image, you need to remember the name. Okay. So that will be very easy. So this is Lakshadweep. Now, coming to the next place in news, that is Sultanpur National Park. Okay. Sultanpur National Park. You just see the location of this national park. This national park is located, located towards the Delhi-Haryana border. It is there in Haryana, but it is in the Delhi-Haryana border. You know, 3/4 of the Delhi is surrounded by Haryana. So this is how you have to do the map study. Only on the eastern side of Delhi, you have the Uttar Pradesh. On all other sides, it is covered by Haryana. Actually, when I was working in Delhi, when we travel towards the extreme areas of Delhi, in most of the places you can see, okay, to Haryana 30 kilometer, to Haryana 5 kilometer, to Haryana like 20 kilometer, like that. So all these areas are covered by Haryana. Only in this border, you have the Uttar Pradesh. Now you can see that. So towards the Delhi-Haryana border, you can see the Sultanpur National Park. And you can see this is Haryana. This is Haryana border, right? Now, Haryana is having a large border with Rajasthan. This is Rajasthan, right? This is the Bharatpur Bird Sanctuary of Rajasthan. Now, where is it located? In the Rajasthan UP border. No, this is Uttar Pradesh, right? So Rajasthan is having a lengthy border with Uttar Pradesh and a lengthy border with Haryana and like almost some length with Madhya Pradesh as well. So this is how you have to do the map study. And you can see that Dhanauri wetlands of Uttar Pradesh is close to the Haryana border. Okay, just listen it now. Like you have to like when I'm giving you the slides after the class, you will be revising it again and again and again in the upcoming 2.5 months, like in front of you. Okay, so this is about the new national park. I mean, this is about the Sultanpur National Park. Now coming to the next news, that is next place that you have to remember is the Asola Bhatti Wildlife Sanctuary. You know, we have heard about like how to remember these places. Like, you know, this is the shape of Delhi. It's like a Goa. അല്ലേ നമ്മൾ നോക്കി ഒരു പേരൊക്കെ എടുത്ത് അരയ്ക്കോ പല സ്ഥലത്ത് നിന്ന് കടിച്ചു പോലില്ലേ ആരാണ് നമുക്ക് കണ്ടുപിടിക്കണം നമുക്ക് പക്ഷെ പിന്നെ കണ്ടുപിടിക്കാം ബട്ട് ദിസ് ഈസ് ദ അസോലബട്ടി വൈൽഡ് ലൈഫ് സാഞ്ചുറി വിച്ച് ഈസ് ക്ലോസ് ടു ഹരിയാന ബോർഡർ ഫാമേഴ്സ് പ്രൊട്ടസ്റ്റ് വന്ന സമയത്ത് വി ഹാവ് സീൻ ദാറ്റ് ഓക്കെ ഓൺ ഫ്രം ഓൾ ദീസ് ബോർഡർ ഏരിയാസ് ഈ പറയുന്ന എല്ലാ ഏരിയയിലൂടെയും ഫാമേഴ്സ് സ്റ്റാർട്ടഡ് എൻറ്ററിങ് ഡൽഹി ത്രൂ trucks and all. Now this is the Gurugram area of Haryana. This is the Faridabad area of Haryana. Now close to this border, we have the Asolabati Wildlife Sanctuary. Just remember the location. Okay, you may get to solve and match the following question. So that's it. Now, next place in news is the Kadalundi mudflats. That is in our Kerala itself. What is a mudflat? You have seen, you might have seen when the water recedes or when the water level decreases in a particular like water body, you can see that these kind of small raised muds will be visible. Now, these are known as mudflats. Why? Because these areas are having damp or wet sand that will be highly fertile because of the nutrients carried by the rivers. Now, because of the high fertility of these mudflats, there will be lots of shrimps, crabs, krills, fishes, etc. in and around this region, which will be like feeding the migratory birds. Okay, so it is a breeding ground of migratory birds in Kerala, and it is part of East Asia Australasia flyway. What is the flyway? I'll show you what is flyway. This is the flyway. Flyway means the route that are taken by the migratory birds. Now, these are the world's like different flyways. For example, if we take the case of Pacific America flyway, that means from the northern part of the Pacific Ocean till the South America region, parallel to the, this is North American continent, this is South American continent. Parallel to this area, birds will be flying kilometers and kilometers like above the Pacific Ocean. So this is a flyway of migratory birds. Now you can see this is East Asian Australasian flyway. That means from the Russian Siberian region till the Australian region through the Pacific Ocean, the birds will be moving, migratory birds will be moving. Now you can see the Central Asian flyway, like from the Central Asian countries, you know, the like Kazakhstan, like Tajikistan, Turkmenistan, from that region, like above the Indian region, they will be flying to the Indian Ocean region, into the different islands of Indian Ocean region. So this is the Central Asian flyway. So remember that India is part of Central Asian flyway. This is the Central Asian flyway and East Asian Australasian flyway. Why it is called East Asian? Because East Asia means China, Japan region, right? So the birds which are flying through East Asian region will be coming to the like Kadalundi mudflats in Kerala for breeding. So that's why we have mentioned this as part of East Asia Australasia flyway. Not only in the like Kerala region, but in the Nagaland region, even different parts of Rajasthan, they will be taking rest. Like when they're coming through the Central Asian flyway, they will be taking some like Keola Dio National Park, Bharatpur Bird Sanctuary in Rajasthan, etc. They will be taking a rest. They will feed there. They will breed there, and then after some days they will be continuing the flight. So these are known as flyways. So now you might have understood why Kadalundi mudflats are part of East Asia Australasia flyway. Now you'll be getting a question. India is part of which all flyways? They will be giving you all these flyways, but only these two flyways are like taking part in like only birds passing through. These flyways are taking rest in India. That is one thing. Now this thing. Either Mount Etna, man, Mount Etna. It's a volcano. It's a very active, like dangerous volcano in Italy, Sicily. Like I have shown you the Mediterranean Sea map. I have shown you from the Lampedusa island to Sicily, people are migrating from North Africa. So there is a violent volcano called Mount Etna in like Italy, and it is in Mediterranean Sea. We know that Sicily, this area is extending to Mediterranean Sea. Now it's a active dangerous volcano which got erupted recently. Volcanoes are like hotbeds of questions. Every time they can ask one or two questions. So whatever volcano I'm teaching you in this session, just remember that there won't be any other question because all the important volcanoes I will be covering today. So this is one thing. Now this thing again, the spotlight. This is actually volcano. You can see that when a volcano is getting burst, these volcanic ashes will be reaching even the stratosphere. Okay, so that's not an exaggeration. You may get statements. So a volcano which is bursting in the surface of the earth can throw its ash and this kind of dust even to the stratosphere. Yesterday when we solved the Gallant IAS like current affairs test, we have discussed that when earthquakes happen because of the tectonic plate movement, the acoustic waves or pressure waves which are released are causing disturbances in the ionosphere 400 kilometers above the surface of the earth. So it is highly logical that this volcano's ash will be reaching the stratosphere. So remember that point as well. Now, some more volcanoes. Santa Maria volcano, which is there in Guatemala. Now, where is Guatemala? Guatemala is towards the southern end of Mexico. You can see that these areas are known as Central American countries. This is North America. And after Panama, here starts the South America. In between North America and South America, there are a chain of countries which are known as Central American countries. Now, not only see the Guatemala region, but see the east and west sides as well. Above the Guatemala, you can see the Gulf of Mexico in the hands of Mexico. And this limb of United States, this is known as Florida. We'll see Florida in detail. Now you can see Cuba. Now the Usain Bolt's Jamaica, you can see. Now this area in and around the Central America, this area is known as Caribbean Sea. And we call these countries as Caribbean countries. Now, those who have watched the movie CIA of Dulquer Salman, we might have seen he is reaching Nicaragua, then he's crossing to Honduras, then he's like entering Guatemala, then Mexico, then finally he's illegally crossing the USA-Mexico border. This is the infamous USA-Mexico border, right? So remember these points. So Santa Maria, Guatemala, Santa Maria volcano is in Guatemala. Now another volcano is the Kilauea volcano, which is in Hawaii. You can see this is the Hawaii towards the western side of Mexico. This is the Hawaii. So you can see Hawaii. Next is Yesur volcano, which is Vanuatu. I mean, towards the, this is Australia. You can see towards the northeastern side of Australia, there are a group of volcanoes. There are a group of, not volcanoes, there are group of islands. And in one such island called Vanuatu, there is a dangerous volcano called Yesur volcano. Now, you see the other islands as well. You can get a question from for arranging them in east to west orientation. The first you see Papua New Guinea. This is just above Australia. It's an island nation. Very recently was in news. Now you see Solomon Islands, Nauru, Kiribati, Tuvalu, Wallis and Futuna Islands, which are administered by France. Then Fiji towards the eastern side of Vanuatu. Okay. Then New Caledonia, which is again administered by France. Now you cannot mug up this east to west orientation. The only thing is that when I'm giving you this slide, see this again and again, revisit this thing again and again. Whenever you are not like having a mood to study the textbook, see this slide so that you can capture this image in your mind. So this is one thing. Now moving from volcano to other places in news, that is Madai Wildlife Sanctuary, which is in Goa. It was in news because of the tiger census kind of thing. It is in Goa. Towards the Goa Maharashtra border, it is there. So remember that particular Madai Wildlife Sanctuary. Now coming to some international news which is associated with India as well. That is, India had conducted its 43rd Antarctic expedition. That means we went through a ship to Antarctica. So we have invited some research people, scientists from Mauritius and Bangladesh as a part of our soft power diplomacy, etc. So since Mauritius is in news, we should know the location in and around Mauritius. We know about Bangladesh. So Mauritius is towards the eastern side of Madagascar. So this is the Madagascar. It's an island nation. You can see towards the eastern side of it, Mauritius, whose capital is Port Louis. Okay, so remember that. Now, this is Madagascar. This small square, I have zoomed this square. This is Mauritius. Okay, so towards the eastern side of Mauritius, there is an island called what? Rodriguez Island. Remember that place. Next, not only Mauritius, we have many island nations in this place. So very, very, very important to know the that which island is part of which country, and to know the east, west, and north, south orientation. When you see this slide again and again, you will capture this image in mind. You should understand that Assumption Islands are part of Seychelles. Seychelles is an island nation, and Assumption Island is administered by Seychelles. Then this is Mauritius. Mauritius is having administration over Agalaga Islands. Just like Assumption Islands is controlled by Seychelles, Agalaga Islands are controlled by Mauritius. Now this Agalaga Island was in news because India has constructed an airstrip in Agalaga Islands. So this is the shape of the Agalaga Islands, and this is the airstrip which we have constructed. Okay, so remember this point. So that's why Agalaga was in news. You see, apart from Agalaga Islands, so we have discussed about Seychelles and Assumption, about Mauritius and Agalaga. You can see that Madagascar is very close to Agalaga Islands. This is how we have to study the map. Now, like beneath the India, Sri Lanka, you can see the Maldives, again an island nation, which is now having problem with India in the matters of Lakshadweep. Now, there is a like island called Diego Garcia. Now many countries, even UK, are in fight for getting this Diego Garcia island. So now it is occupied by many pirates kind of people. So even Maldives, Mauritius, like even UK are in fight, doing fight for getting the possession of Diego Garcia. So just understand the approximate location of this Diego Garcia. You can see that this is Indian Ocean. Sometimes they may give a statement mentioning Diego Garcia in Pacific Ocean. No, it's part of the Indian Ocean. So have this photographic memory by revisiting this again and again. Now Agalaga Island and airstrip we have seen. Now, like why I have included these river basins of India? This is because like you cannot remember. Like many times they will be asking you questions like, okay, Ganga passes through which all states? Okay, Uttarakhand, UP, Bihar. Now you will be getting confused. Madhya Pradesh and Maharashtra, Chhattisgarh, etc. will be there in option. Now you'll be getting confused. Okay, I know that it passes through this UP, Bihar, Jharkhand, West Bengal, etc., Odisha, etc. But whether it passes through Madhya Pradesh, now whether it passes through Rajasthan, you will be getting confused. Now, when they are asking about the basin states of Mahanadi, you will be getting confused. Like, is Mahanadi flowing through Andhra Pradesh? Is Mahanadi flowing through Odisha? Like, is Mahanadi passing through Chhattisgarh? Now, it's hard to remember the river basins. Now, this map will be helping you in having a photographic memory like this. You just remember like this. What all states in this much area? You just see this, like, watch this Ganga river basin in this map for say 30 seconds. Now close your eyes. Now you will know that all, like you already know which all states are there in this particular area. Now when you close your eyes, this yellow color will be there in your inside your eyes. So that will help you in identifying which are the basin states through which Ganga flows. Now there is Mahanadi. Now remembering by closing your eyes, you will have this red color imprinted in your mind. Now you'll be understanding that, okay, this Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, Odisha, like West Bengal, through this area, this like Mahanadi passes. Now Godavari, beneath this like Vindhya Satpura mountains, like sometimes we think that Godavari passes through only the eastern states. No, man, like it starts from the Western Ghats area, which is almost covering this like area behind, like beneath the Vindhya Satpura mountains. From east to west, it is there. Okay, from just after the Western Ghats, by crossing Eastern Ghats, almost this entire part of India it is covering. So you know which all states are there in this particular area. By remembering this color, you will be able to remember the state. Similarly, Krishna is also there in all this area, just beneath the Godavari. So you can remember by remembering this color, by watching this for a few seconds. Close your eyes. You will be understanding that okay, it is passing through this Maharashtra, this like Karnataka, this Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, and finally it is like reaching the Bay of Bengal region. Okay, so this is how you have to study the basin states. Similarly, Northeast area, remember the color of this blue color. All this part, Brahmaputra is flowing. In all this part, this Barak River, I have given the like this particular indent is given there. Okay, this blue violet color, it shows the Barak River. So this is how you have to remember what the basin states of this particular basin states of these rivers. So this is one thing. Then Krishna-Godavari basin was in news. Why? Because oil and natural gas discovery was found in this particular Krishna-Godavari region. So just understand that this is the area, this Krishna-Godavari, this turn from Odisha to Andhra Pradesh. This is the Krishna-Godavari. Below that, there is the basin of Palar-Pennar basin. And you understand that Chennai is in this basin. Sometimes you will feel like Chennai is towards the inside Tamil Nadu. No, this is very close. We know the Marina Beach, etc. in Chennai. So it's a coastal city, right? So it is in the Palar-Pennar river basin. Now, below that, we know that Kaveri. Kaveri is passing through like Karnataka. Here, Karnataka is there, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, and Kerala. These are the basin areas of Kaveri. So you can understand this thing. Now, so that's about river. Now coming to another newses, other places in news, that is Aigai, or it's also called Vergina. This is the place in Greece. Okay, where is Greece? This is Greece. So in Greece, there is a place called Aigai or Vergina. It's in the center of a forested region. It is in this place where King Alexander got coronated as the king. Okay, So it is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. So understand that Aegai or Vergina, it is towards the north of Greece. Now, where is this Greece located? Greece is located in the Mediterranean Sea. Now, which are the big tycoons or powers in Mediterranean Sea? The big giants in Mediterranean Sea are Greece and Turkey. These are like India and Pakistan. These are fighting for the administration of the small island states like Crete Island, Cyprus Island, etc. Okay, Turkey wanted the control of Cyprus Island, Crete Island, etc. Greece is also in fight for these things. So understand that Crete Island is below Greece and Cyprus Island is below Turkey. Now this Mediterranean Sea is the hotbed of UPSC question. So every time at least 2 questions will be there from Mediterranean Sea. So we'll study this in detail. First of all, which are the countries which are bordering the Mediterranean Sea? We'll go from west to east. So you see that this is Spain. Like, yeah, Spain, France, and a small state called Monaco, Italy, then from here, Slovenia, Croatia, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Montenegro, Albania, Greece, and then Turkey. Towards the north of the Mediterranean Sea, these many countries are there. Towards the south, you can see, and towards the east, you can see, after Turkey, there is Syria, then there is Lebanon, then the controversial Israel, then this is the Sinai Peninsula of Egypt, this is the mainland of Egypt, then you have Libya, then Tunisia, then Algeria, then Morocco. When we discussed the Lampedusa island, from which from Tunisia, the people are infiltrating to this Lampedusa island, then to Sicily, then to Italy, then to Europe. We have seen this. Okay, the same is the region here. Now, this is the northern and southern and eastern and western border of Mediterranean Sea. Now, this order of small seas in Mediterranean Sea, very, very important. They'll be asking you the east to west order. Now, if a person want to cross from Atlantic Ocean, this is the Atlantic Ocean, the water from Mediterranean Sea is getting drained to Atlantic Ocean. Now you see, if a ship is entering the Mediterranean Sea through this strait means it's a small inlet in between like 2 land masses. Okay, so it's a small land area. It's a small passage which is connecting 2 big water bodies. So it's called a strait. So this strait, which is connecting Atlantic Ocean to the Mediterranean Sea, that is known as Strait of Gibraltar. And another question can be asked in this way: the strait which is between Spain and Morocco, this is the Strait of Gibraltar. Now you are entering the Mediterranean Sea. So first sea you have to cross is Alboran Sea. From Alboran Sea, you will be going to Balearic Sea. From Balearic Sea, like close to Italy, you will be moving through Ligurian Sea. From Ligurian Sea, you will be moving to Tyrrhenian Sea. Now you see that Italy separates Adriatic Sea and Tyrrhenian Sea. Okay, Italy separates Adriatic Sea and Tyrrhenian Sea. Now, towards the south of Italy, you can see Ionian Sea. Now, question can be in any ways. You see, Ionian Sea is the connecting link between Adriatic Sea and Mediterranean Sea. Okay, Ionian Sea is the connecting link between Adriatic Sea and Mediterranean Sea. So Ionian Sea is the connecting link between Adriatic Sea and Mediterranean Sea. Now you can see that Greece is separating Ionian Sea and Aegean Sea. Ionian Sea and Aegean Sea. Now, in and around the Crete island, you can see Sea of Crete. Okay, so that is there. Now there is Cyprus and other areas. Now, by seeing this map again and again, you will be getting confidence with this particular order. How to study this thing? You can study it in different ways. You just remember, you can remember it like this. Okay, the first entrance of like Mediterranean Sea is Alboran Sea. You can see, remember it that way. Then you can remember it like this. Okay, towards the like just in front of Spain, you can see Balearic Sea. Just beneath the Italy and France, you can see Ligurian Sea. And you can remember like this. Okay, Italy is separating Adriatic Sea and Tyrrhenian Sea. And towards an Ionian Sea is the connecting link between Adriatic Sea and Mediterranean Sea. Greece is separating by remembering only Greece, Ionian Sea and Aegean Sea. So this is how you have to study, and not only through like this. Okay, east to west, I'll remember like this. No, that may be difficult, but by associating one particular sea with one particular country, you can remember this thing. Now, you can see Black Sea is there. So Black Sea was highly controversial because it was in news because of Russia-Ukraine conflict. We'll see the regions. Now, for Russian ship, okay, this is the Crimean Peninsula, which Russia annexed from Ukraine. Now, for a Russian ship to enter the Mediterranean Sea, because for the trade purposes, they have to enter the Mediterranean Sea. Now, Turkey will not allow a Russian ship to enter. Turkey and Russia are in enemy sides, okay, opposite sides. What Turkey will do? Turkey is control of this small strait called Bosphorus Strait. Turkey will block this particular strait called Bosphorus Strait. So, Black Sea connects Bosphorus Strait to Sea of Marmara. Okay, in between Black Sea, for a ship to enter from Black Sea to Mediterranean Sea, it has to cross many choke points. First one, Bosphorus Strait. Second, Sea of Marmara. Then Aegean Sea. Then Mediterranean Sea. So Turkey, which is an enemy of Russia, can block either the Bosphorus Strait or they can either block Dardanelles Strait. Okay, Dardanelles Strait means it is a strait which is connecting two water bodies. Which are the two water bodies? Sea of Marmara and Aegean Sea. Now, this is the way you have to remember.